An introduction to Medicaid waivers presented by Advocacy Denver. Today we will go over the basics of Medicaid waivers, also known as long-term services and supports, specific to Colorado. A Medicaid waiver is a supplemental program that offers additional supports for individuals with disabilities. Waivers allow individuals to live independently with supports within their homes and communities. Children's waivers are diagnosis-based and do not count household income. Adult waivers do require income eligibility, but allow for buy-in options. How does a Medicaid waiver work? You can still maintain private insurance while accessing waiver services. Your primary insurance is the first payer, followed by Medicaid, and then the waiver is the payer of last resort. Waiver options often include services that private insurance or Medicaid don't cover. Once eligible for a waiver, a member is eligible for regular Medicaid. Where do I start? All waivers are managed by either the Single Entry Point, the SEP, or the Community Centered Board, CCB. This is based on county. For Denver County, Rocky Mountain Human Services acts as both the SEP and CCB. SEPs manage waivers that discuss mental health and physical disabilities, while the CCB manages waivers that cover intellectual developmental disabilities, or IDD. An individual with IDD may still be served on waivers that fall in either the SEP or CCB. Currently, there are 4 children's waivers in Colorado. We will discuss these waivers in an additional webinar in more detail. There are currently 6 adult waivers in Colorado. Each of these waivers will be discussed in separate webinars in detail. In order to qualify, it is important to have all the appropriate documentation required for eligibility. Common documentation includes these items, but may include more. Timelines vary per waiver and individual, but on average, these timelines can be followed. CCBs have 90 days to determine developmental disability eligibility. That timeline may be extended for an additional 90 days to gather appropriate evidence. Please note that Advocacy Denver recommends children on waivers begin their transition discussions at 16 years old to establish a plan and timeline. Additionally, if a child doesn't qualify for a children's waiver but will qualify for an adult IDD waiver, DD determination should happen before the age of 14 so that at the age of 14, they can be placed on the DD waiver waitlist if appropriate.